Deep in the heart of the Caribbean, there's a hidden gem that was once Pablo Escobar's secluded island mansion. Beyond the bustling beaches and far from the world's chaos, this place was a true paradise escape. With just about 800 farmers and fishermen as its current residents, it was the perfect location for a top-secret hideaway. But just like its notorious owner, this once magnificent abode has lost its former glory. Today, it stands abandoned, succumbing to the elements, slowly decaying. We've got the intriguing story of this luxurious palace and its unfortunate downfall. Before we dive into the details, please show some love by liking our video, subscribing to our channel, and hitting that notification bell. Now, let's get right into the video. Pablo Escobar was a true powerhouse during the 1980s and 90s, a man who always got what he desired, no matter when, where, how, or from whom. His early life in this town was already marred by illegal activities, including theft, but that was just the tip of the iceberg. His criminal pursuits never wavered. They only grew in scale. He eventually climbed to the pinnacle of the notorious Medellin cartel. At one point, he was smuggling around 15 tons of illicit substances into the United States daily. In 1989, his net worth was a staggering $30 billion, making him one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet at that time. And he certainly lived like it, owning 15 private jets, 6 helicopters, and more high-end cars than one could count. In fact, his brother Roberto Escobar even revealed that, at one point, Pablo was spending over $1,000 each month just on the rubber bands that held their money stacks together. That's mind-boggling. They had so much cash that they had to bury it to keep it safe from any rats in the area, who seemed to have developed a taste for their money. This rat dilemma became so troublesome that they started writing off 10% of their annual earnings, knowing that a significant portion of their money was being devoured by rodents. This amounted to a jaw-dropping $2.1 billion a year. Rats, you've got to be kidding me. Pablo Escobar was not just rich, he was incredibly, unbelievably wealthy. And we haven't even delved into his opulent residences yet. While Pablo Escobar was renowned for his properties in Miami, which recently sold for approximately $10 million, he also took pride in owning Hacienda Napoles, a sprawling 7.7 square mile estate situated in Puerto Triunfo, a quaint town just 93 miles east of Medellin, Colombia. This estate, in particular, holds a special place in his legacy as it has undergone quite the transformation over the years. In its heyday, Hacienda Napoles boasted its very own zoo, featuring giraffes, rhinos, elephants, and even a dinosaur exhibit. Today, tourists can visit and explore this estate in style, as it has been converted into a family-friendly themed park. Back in 2006, its estimated value was a staggering $5.5 billion. But in this video, we're turning our attention to a lesser-known estate, which is by no means less opulent. This place is legendary for hosting extravagant and worldly parties, once graced by Mr. Escobar himself, and it currently serves as a sort of religious experience for his admirers. This second getaway house, known as La Casa Grande, now lies completely abandoned, serving as a home solely to the wild plants and animals that have taken residence within, occasionally gracing its white stone walls. Fortunately, the locals got it right when they dubbed it La Casa Grande, which literally translates to the big house. Nestled deep within the Caribbean forest, it's not on a well-known island, but rather situated on a remote islet known as La Grande, which is just a few kilometers in length. To reach this island paradise, you'll need to take special boats from Cartagena. However, good luck finding someone willing to ferry you there. Once you make it to the island, your best bet is to inquire about directions to La Casa Grande, since there are no online guides or signs to lead the way. Your only clue will be a path through the dense forest, After a few hours of trekking, you'll stumble upon this legendary abode. As the trees gradually part, you'll be met with an old pathway that leads to the remains of the spectacular white walls of La Casa Grande, or at least what's left of it. You see, La Casa Grande hasn't received the same treatment as Escobar's other estate in Napoles, with no theme park or family-friendly zoo in sight. You're unlikely to spot anyone inside because, following Escobar's demise, the Colombian government assumed control of his properties and, for years, has largely neglected La Casa Grande. As you explore the estate, you'll encounter an overgrown tennis court with dilapidated chalets that once confidently gazed out over the ocean, but now stand as mere echoes of their former grandeur. This is precisely where visiting speedboats would have docked, but you won't find a functioning speedboat there. The closest thing you'll come across is one of Escobar's luxury speedboats, which back in 1999 would have set you back a hefty $187,000. La Casa Grande, Pablo Escobar's once luxurious mansion, now lies abandoned and overrun by wild plants and animals. Hidden in the Caribbean forest on a small island known as La Grande, it's a challenging place to reach, lacking signs or internet guides. In its heyday, this mansion rivaled Escobar's more famous estate, Napoles, possibly valued at $5 billion. Today, it stands in ruins. The property features gardens and evidence of extravagant guest rooms, with gold showerheads worth $1,400 each. Back in its prime, visitors would arrive via luxury speedboats or helicopters, but now the path is unconventional and no guards protect it. La Casa Grande is now left to its own devices, inhabited by roughly 800 farmers and fishermen who pay little attention to its storied past. While Escobar's philanthropic acts earned him a Robin Hood reputation, they don't excuse his criminal activities. He met his end in 1993, leaving behind a buried fortune still waiting to be discovered, with millions of dollars hidden away. During his reign as the leader of the Medellin cartel, Pablo Escobar was a complex figure, viewed by some as a villain, a drug lord, and a ruthless criminal, while others saw him as a modern-day Robin Hood. Regardless of your opinion, one thing is clear: he lived life to the fullest. The hidden mansion in the vast forest of La Grande Island, now in a state of abandonment, reflects this larger-than-life existence. Just like Escobar himself, this mansion fell from grace. Today, if you're daring enough for an island adventure and don't mind some hiking, you can visit it, though it won't be anywhere near its former splendor. You'll stand where Escobar used to party and unwind. Pablo Escobar's opulent but abandoned mansions are a fascinating glimpse into a complex chapter of history. Whether you found this tale riveting or thought-provoking, your engagement matters. Please show your support by liking, sharing, subscribing, and leaving your thoughts in the comments below. And stay tuned for more captivating stories from our channel. Don't miss the next adventure. Join us as we explore history's enigmatic corners together.